PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday morning, the 7th day of March. Needless to say, we got a lot to talk about this morning, so let's get right to it. We'll take a look at some Skycam shots, first off from downtown Birmingham. It is raining early this morning at 5 o'clock. Some really good rain falling. That rain moved in quickly after midnight tonight. Up in Walker County and Jasper, that's the view from the King Building. Rain falling there. Now in Tuscaloosa, the rain has ended, although we've still got rain on the camera lens. That's the view from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. There's the big picture this morning, and there's our big cold upper trough back off to the west, and you can see convection firing in advance of that over the waters of the Gulf of Mexico up into the Florida Panhandle. We'll take a look at the radar at 5:03 this morning, and you can see a little convective band coming through Shelby County, and one of the things we note is that very sharp gradient on the back edge of the rain running from Fayette down to about Jemison. That is, we believe, a gravity wave showing up. Sometimes on the back edge of a rain mass like that, and you see that radar looking like that, that means some very strong winds. And we have seen winds of 30 and 40 miles per hour this morning through Tuscaloosa and Bibb counties, and that'll be coming through Birmingham within the hour. Tim Coleman, one of our bloggers, is a research meteorologist, and he does gravity wave research. And we've learned to spot patterns like that on radar. So an interesting event. We'll kick it off this morning with a lot of rain and a gravity wave and strong winds. There's a look at the actual surface pressure pattern this morning, and the surface low is really forming down there below Gulf Shores on this graphic, and that will be rolling up through Florida and Georgia. Looks like the surface low is forming farther to the south than forecast by the models. Now, here's the cold air. These are critical thickness values for rain snow. And most of those critical thickness values are still way back to the west and north of here, running from near Tyler, Texas, to right below Little Rock and near Jackson, Tennessee. So obviously, snow is not going to be an issue this morning or during the day today. But it could be later. And there's a look at your watches and warnings from the various Weather Service offices for this developing winter storm all the way from northeastern Texas. And we do note that we've got some counties in North Alabama under a winter storm watch. And it's a pretty marginal deal here. I'm not convinced we're going to see a whole lot of accumulating snow, at least for the Birmingham television market. Maybe up there for some of the Tennessee Valley counties. We've talked 1 to 2 inches up there, and I still think that's a safe thing to say. And really, winter storm criteria down here is only 2 inches. And then the core of this will be from Memphis and Little Rock up to Columbus, Ohio, and Buffalo, New York. Those folks are going to get really hit hard by the snow. In fact, there's a look at the projection of the good snow today and tonight. And that's that same band, Arkansas, western and middle Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, and the northwestern parts of Pennsylvania and New York. And then tomorrow, the snow shifts northeast. The coastal cities will not get snow this time. New York, Washington, Baltimore, Boston. It's all going to be interior parts of the northeast United States. All right, let's look at the modeling here. This is where we are at noon today. The cold core trough off to the west. At the surface, the GFS has the surface low today at noon, a little east of Atlanta. And again, it looks like that might be a little too far north with that, but it would be close. It's kind of a broad low. And a critical thickness value at noon today, and I say critical thickness, this is actually the freeze line at 850. That blue line is still to the northwest of the state. And really, we are going to be dry-slotted, so it's not going to rain all day today. In fact, it looks like it will not rain much at all this morning, but we should begin to see some more showers developing this afternoon as the upper-level trough approaches. 6 o'clock this evening, the surface low not moving much. It's still over Georgia, and again, we've got the freeze line at 850, what could be the rain-snow line, moving into northwest Alabama. And you can see some really good snow there showing up from eastern and southern Arkansas, back up through western Tennessee, back up to Cincinnati and Buffalo. We'll go to midnight tonight. Surface low really not moving a whole lot here. It just kind of hangs it in there around Asheville, North Carolina, and the rain-snow line advances well into Alabama. So at some point tonight, we should begin to see some snow across the state, mostly light snow. The darker shades there, that's the better snow. And again, that's going to be over Tennessee and extreme North Alabama. Then we'll go to tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. The surface low deepens and finally begins to move out. We've got some backwash snow flurries going on, and by noon, it's all out of here. Now, you've been looking at the GFS. I wanted to show you the accumulated snow graphic off the NAM. And you can see the NAM is suggesting the better chance of accumulating snow over the northwestern part of the state, up around the shoals, maybe down into Hamilton and Haleyville, Huntsville. And really, I think there's two opportunities for accumulating snow. And number one is with the main low, and that's what we've got on the NAM here. And I think also we could see some banding setting up on the backside, and I really think that banding might offer the better chance of accumulating snow in the northeastern part of the state. We've talked about that for a while. But really and truly, I think the better chance of good accumulating snow will be north of US 278, especially over the Tennessee Valley. And up there, we're talking an inch or two. The ground is relatively warm. Most of the roads will be just wet, but there could be some patchy bridge icing up in that part of the state. For the Birmingham Metro, I don't think we have any travel problems here. Tuscaloosa, Anniston, I just don't expect that. Again, any bridge icing issue should be up north. So we'll watch all this unfold today. Tomorrow, Sunday, will be fine. A cold morning in the 20s probably. We'll warm up nicely into the upper 50s. Monday, we'll be back in the 60s. Looks dry. Tuesday, little band of showers off to the west. That might bring a shower Tuesday night to the state. We'll mention that. Now, Wednesday, the GFS really loses our big storm out there. A little energy shows up moving through here. That might squeeze out a shower. But look at Thursday. Our big dynamic trough is just a weak trough now. And accordingly, the model doesn't look stormy at all on Thursday. And we're sure not going to change our forecast. Every run has shown a consistent stormy day Thursday, and this seems to be an outlier. And then Friday, again, some chance of showers. But for this forecast package, we'll just discount that and watch future runs. And, of course, we've got to get our weekend system out of here before we can focus on that. And quickly, one look out there in the future. This is valid the 19th. That looks pretty stout, negative tilt trough. That looks like a potential severe weather event. And again, we're not calling an event out there. We're just showing you that the pattern still looks active and changeable for the foreseeable future. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. Notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so this afternoon. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.